Praveen, good to see you again.
Yes, it's okay.
So Praveen, what are you studying?
We were trying to connect with Silverline Electronics for that Raspberry Pi, but
Huh.
it was out of stock, so we are currently trying to study this guy.
Okay, okay.
And
Yeah.
if I was asking for my field, I'm studying for in BCA.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
Yeah. If Raspberry Pi 3 model is out of stock, you can go with Raspberry Pi 4 also with the 2 GB RAM. Slightly expensive, but around 4,000 rupees. So that's Raspberry Pi 4 model will be available. 3, I think, because of the lesser cost, probably a lot of demand is there.
Yes, sir. I was considering that only. Uh, Tomorrow we'll discuss that in the college. It's
Okay.
Sunday training, so
Yeah, yeah. You can also discuss with UPDESCO. They, since it's a pilot, I'm sure they will also try and help. I will also put a word from my side.
okay, sir. Thank you.
Um, so just a moment. The photo which I downloaded, it's deleted.
Huh.
So you could go with someone else. After a while, I could show some. I need
Yeah, yeah.
a
No problem.
computer.
We will wait for that. So, Manasvi, would you like to show something? Manasvi or Prajwal, Yashas? Yeah, Yashas, go ahead.
So I think I feel Scratch is in the sense I don't know anything about Scratch a lot. I know just some basic stuff. So I think I'm waiting to learn Python. So yeah, nowadays I couldn't do it because I have some school works and we have sports day in our school. Maybe I can do it somewhat after this.
Okay, okay, no problem. I can show some ways to start Python today because even Utkarsh wanted to learn Python. And last week we did one very interesting project in Python. In fact, that was to read a QR code. Utkarsh, what is QR code?
So QR code is it which we can scan by, which we can do by scanning, or it could be the easier way to, like like we should type youtube.com in Chrome. We could just scan it and it could open. So like that, even we can generate a QR code using some normal apps of Play Store. Even in the Google, we have some links.
Very nice. I will show some interesting thing we did last week. Hold a second.
It's also known as quick response code.
Yeah.
This is
Yes, Praveen. So look at this. I created some QR codes last week. Okay. So any idea? Anyway, it's not human readable, right? Okay. So now I basically one of the schools in North Karnataka, they wanted to do this project. So what we did was, actually this has the name and standard of one student. This will be given as a ID card. Okay, let's see what name and standard this has. Okay, I will try and scan this and show it to you using Python. Okay, that's another advantage. So Utkarsh, another interesting thing is you can create your own Python QR code, not that you have to use somebody else's code. Even though it's free tools are available, but you can have your own Python program to create QR code. Advantage with you creating it is you know that you are not inserting anything extra code, because it's possible, since machine it's not human readable. You can also embed some, if you are not sure of who created this QR code, then they can also inject some code into this, because usually the device what we use for scanning QR code is our mobile phone, and mobile phone is always connected to internet. They can send your information immediately.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Sir, even in our school, in computer subjects, sir, they are doing like how to create web pages. Like even in that we have to code like in Notepad also like that.
Yeah.
When we are doing that.
Yeah, Notepad you can do, but nowadays lot of good IDEs are available. IDE is interactive development environment, like Visual Code, etc. So, and they are trusted because that's from Microsoft. Then there are a lot of open source which are trusted, like I use Sublime Text, because the advantage with the IDE is it will, if you mistype a code or a command, it will immediately correct it, or it will give you a pop-up which you can choose. It will increase the productivity. Okay, so now let me just bring up the Raspberry Pi screen. I have just connected one Raspberry Pi. So here is the Raspberry Pi which I am using. This is Raspberry Pi 4. Now I have already powered it up. I will bring the display of this onto this session now. Then I will show you how I am doing it also. I am using a code called VNC Viewer, is the app which I am using. Okay, let me share my screen now. Okay, so this is my Raspberry Pi screen. So suddenly you can see, even though I am using Mac, I was able to show you how the Raspberry Pi is working. So that is possible because of this app called VNC Viewer. I will also show how to download VNC Viewer. So that's a very simple and free program which will help you to connect to Raspberry Pi, and you can use your own laptop or computer as a monitor for your Raspberry Pi, and also your keyboard will work. So that, as you can see, still the Raspberry Pi is connected wirelessly and it's still working. You can see the LED is glowing here. That means it's working. So now let me show Python which is installed on this Raspberry Pi. So it has a programming called Thorny Python or Visual Studio. Both I have installed. So let me go with Thorny because it's the lighter version. So yeah, this is the code which the high school students are using now for reading the Python code. Okay, sorry, reading the QR code. So let me just, now you look at it, how simple and easy it is. Okay, and it uses the question to Utkarsh, why what's the advantage of Python? Now the first line itself, you can see import CV2. That means it is importing a library called CV. CV stands for, any idea?
No, sir.
Any guesses? Anybody? It's called it's computer vision. Yes, curriculum vitae is also CV, but in this context it's computer vision. So we are importing a library for computer vision, means whatever to do with graphics, right? Because it is now going to read this QR code. So QR code is a graphics, no? It's a graphical image. So since it is going to use this image, we need the CV. And interestingly, the same library, CV2, the computer vision, helps you to do the facial recognition. You know what is facial recognition, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What is facial recognition?
Sir, like in some like in a mobile also, it would recognize our face and open lock.
Yeah.
Even some security places or some labs or important places, they will be like that.
Yeah.
Even thumb recognition, even eye recognition, many others.
Yeah. So now look at the power. You can also do face recognition. You don't have to depend on somebody else's program. Okay, that will be good. No? At least you can recognize faces of your own family if you don't want to give your photos outside. So that then you know if some stranger comes into the door, then you know it's not your family, and you can just give a beep or a calling bell or something, right? That's simple use case, right? Then you can also, another interesting use case, you can identify your pet, your cat, because your cat or a mouse or dog or any of these things is also finally for computer it's just another image. It doesn't really bother whether it's a person or a animal. So you can find out where your cat is moving and what it is doing. Okay, you can also identify if it is doing some mischief. You can also record your voice and give that command, make it to be played on the speaker. Okay, now the second line here, it says import time. That means simply to display the system time. Then import Chime, this is to play a bell, ting like that. Then Chime theme is Zelda, is you can have any. There are thousands of these free tunes are available. You can play any of these. This I'm imported just to once successfully read the QR code. I'm just playing this music.
Sir,
Huh?
what is the program of this code, sir? Like, what will this present, sir, after doing this?
I will play and show you. This is a working code, okay? And this is the project which the high school students in that near Gulbarga or Kalburgi in the North Karnataka, it's about 600 kilometers from Bangalore. They are doing, actually. They started doing this since last 1 week. Good to see they were able to run this code on the Raspberry Pi which they have in their school. Okay. So from date and time, import date and time. Again, this is to read the date. Then first it is printing. That means it will display. I will play and show you. It will say I am starting the camera, so that you know your camera is coming up now. Then cap means here is where actual camera. Now I am using this simple web camera. This, all of you would have seen this. This is a webcam. I am going to use this. Now I have not connected this through USB. I will connect to the same Raspberry Pi. Then you can see how this is going to see me as well as the QR code, but it will identify only QR code for now. Then I have another program which will see me and recognize me also. I will run that also and show you. So both are running on the same Raspberry Pi. Now I am giving a 0 here, that is the port. You can connect multiple webcam, and you can have multiple Python code running, each using different webcam. It is like you have CCTV camera at home, right? You can have multiple camera. This is how they also manage. So this is the port name. So you can have as many USB port you have. You can give a number and configure it. So like this, this will continue. This is a Python code. This is a while loop. Okay. So if not sucks. Okay. Then. Now you have to repeat, Praveen. Your voice is breaking. If you can put it in the chat window, I will respond.
Sir,
Huh?
even in the small things, there could be this codes, no, sir. Like even in the digital words, there could be a code, no, sir. Very good.
Code for what?
For even the digital words, there could be a code, no, sir. Like a computer.
For digital what?
Digital words, there could be a code, no, sir.
Yes, there is. You can create your own watch.
Sir, in the Raspberry Pi, like in Scratch, you could do it in animations in the computer, sir. In Python also, we could do it in the computer or physical, sir. In like, if I want to do a car which moves by my command, could we do that on physical?
Yes, you can.
Okay. For that, which model do we need, sir?
No, same. Any Raspberry Pi you can do, because they all are CPU. Means one is the Raspberry Pi 3 is slower, 4 is faster. That's all. But capability wise, all are same. Okay. So Praveen, yes, your question. Can we use your laptop camera. If you are using your laptop camera directly, you can run this code on laptop. You need not have to do it on Raspberry Pi. I'm not sure if you can use the laptop camera, but you can Google and check it out, how to use laptop camera with Raspberry Pi. Okay, now let me just connect this camera to Raspberry Pi. So as you can see, it's plug and play. You just connect using Raspberry Pi. Now this camera is connected, but it is not showing any image yet because the Raspberry Pi doesn't know what to do with the camera. Now this is the code. I am just mounting it here so that the camera sees me, and you can see in a while once I start running the program. Now the camera, only when I start running this program, then the Raspberry Pi will know, yes, I have to use the camera. Here is the code. That means CV2 video capture 0. Here is where I am telling. And where is that detector? Let me just show you where I am repeatedly accessing the camera. Yeah, here is the command cap.read. Okay, because as you can see, cap is the variable I have initialized the video camera, which is attached to the port 0 default port. So every time in the loop, I am continuously reading the camera and I am continuously displaying it here. You can see here there is cv2.im show. This is the command where I am showing. Only when it executes this line, you can see the image. Okay, let me just run this code. Again, since this needs a lot of other libraries, I will not be able to directly run here. I will have to go to the command line. Now I don't need this editor, so I will close this editor. Or it can be on, that's not an issue. I will just minimize it for now. Now I will go to terminal. Terminal is nothing but the command line. I will just keep it aside so that you will also see. So let me clear what is there here. So here, once I start running the program, the name of the student, when I scan the QR code, etc., it will get displayed here. Okay. So let me also connect a speaker so that it will also give that ping sound once it successfully reads it. Just give me a second.
Sir?
Yeah.
Is it like that which we did on the day, Hello World? Is that an example you chose now?
Yeah. It is now. It is a fully working code which will recognize your QR code, and it also it also registers it. I will show you how. Okay. Yeah. So now I am using this external speaker. I will connect this to, again, Raspberry Pi. As you can see, Raspberry Pi has a stereo pin here, this side. I am going to connect it here, this cable, stereo cable. Then I will connect the other end, this end, to the speaker.
Battery 100%.
Okay, so let me just check if the speaker is working. One is I have to ensure it is connected to analog AV jack. Okay, so yeah, let me just do one simple using Scratch, or let it run. Okay, why load it. So now let me just check how much space is left, that one command. So I have 16 GB space on Raspberry Pi, and that I have available is 0. That means I have already used entire 16 GB. So that means I need to make some space. So I'll figure out how to do it. Okay. So let me just go into the directory where my Python code is there. So I have kept, I know it's in downloads. And in that there is a directory called Python code. So let me just see what is the name. It is simple QR is the name. Okay. Let me just ensure it is there. So it is the same code. Now I am going to run this. Looks like I am in trouble. So let me see if I can delete something. It is telling me you cannot do too much about it here. Let me see if something can be deleted. So I see one big file here, that wheel file. I will remove that. And then music, let it be there. Q bar, attendance, masters, and okay, this should give me some space. Let me check if this allows me now. Okay, it is, I hope it will allow me to run now. Okay, I'll take a chance. Okay, to run any simple Python code, so what you will do is Python and the Python file name. In this case, it's simple QR.py. Okay, so let me just run this. So as you can see, it is starting the camera. So now it is seeing me. Okay, is my video is also available? Yes, you can see that.
Yes, sir, we can see.
Okay, now as you saw, let me just move the camera this side. Okay, something happened. Let me bring it again. Okay, so you keep watching what happens in the here also. Okay, ignore the error for now, because since I have not connected the display directly to the Raspberry Pi, it has given the first error, first line. But however, now let's see what magic happens once I bring in the QR code. Since I am not running the face recognition code, as of now it is just displaying my face without identifying anything. Okay, so now let's see what happens if I bring the QR code. So, did you see it? Can one of you read it? What changed in this terminal window? It has displayed what it has read.
You can see the Raspberry Pi downloaded Python code.
Yes. What goes? Yeah.
Can you read one line? It has come. What is
Yes,
the name
sir.
of student and yeah, it's Gopal 7th standard A section, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Gopal started a section. Some Kannada word.
Yeah, it's the name of the place. I intentionally typed in Kannada, Malakeda, so that they know they can type in Kannada also or Hindi also. Has come in and the date and time, right?
Yes, sir.
Now I am going to scan it again. It is not scanning because that person has already come in. Now I will use another QR code. Now it will scan. So you saw that, right? Now
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
yeah, person Pratima. Yeah, then you saw the time 11:35. The first one was 11:34. Then I will put the third code. That is mine, Kiran. So like that. This is the advantage. Now I will do one simple change to this. Now it is only displaying. It is not storing it, because if once the program closes, then you will lose this data. Now we need to save this. And did you also hear that beep sound?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now
Yes, sir.
yeah. So that's in the supermarket you would have seen, right? As soon as they are scanning the barcode, it will just say beep beep. So like that you can also make it. So
Yes,
that's
sir.
it.
Yes, sir.
So,
Yeah. Yes, sir. So, sir, what is that number which is showing below your camera?
that is the RGB, the color, what it is sensing.
So,
Hmm.
near my house, sir, means from 1 kilometer far away from me, there is a mall called HF Falcon Mall, sir.
Hmm.
In there are any big gadgets like some chocolates or any small items. So there are some barcode like things inside there will be a magnet.
Hmm.
So if it is not scanned inside or it is not paid in the bill,
Hmm.
it will start to beep outside the two scanner. So if it is not billed, it will start to beep, sir, again. So they will be caught, whoever is stealing it.
Yeah, that's RFID.
Yes.
So what does it stand for?
Anybody else knows what is RFID stands for?
No, sir, I just know what it is, just the short name, I don't know the full meaning.
Google, no?
Yes, sir, Google Baba.
Google Baba and tell me. In the meantime, I will just close this and come in again.
Sir, it is called
Yeah, radio frequency.
Yes, sir. I did it.
Radio frequency.
did
Yes. So advantage with that is you need not have to go near it. For example, here at least this QR code you have to scan it. Means you have to bring it near. It won't be quite far. So whereas RFID, and you have to face the camera, right? Camera has to read it. If I do this, it won't show, or if I do this, it won't show. So whereas RFID, for example, usually, let me just show you one sample RFID. You would have seen it, but you would not have recognized it. Let me just show you.
So does Raspberry Pi allows scratching it?
It is built in Scratch. Scratch has that.
Yes.
Okay.
Sir, I have a doubt actually.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, in UN, sir, there's a place called Amazon Fresh,
Yeah.
where if we put one item, it automatically scans it. Wanted to know how.
Yeah, that is there in Decathlon also, no? If you have seen Decathlon,
Yes, sir. But if I see, sir, everywhere is just cameras. Just a lot of cameras.
yeah, camera has some use, but without camera also it is possible to find out.
It is not in checkout or anything. If you just put it will automatically scans it is there. If you remove it will automatically scans it is not there. Like that. But how it will work, I wanted to know.
Yeah, it uses RFID. Decathlon also uses RFID.
Okay, sir.
So let me just show some more examples of where these proximity sensors are being used. So for example, where is my video? Let me bring. So any idea? This is my ID card of Infosys. This has RFID. I have to just take it near the sensor. It senses it, and it need not. It can be like anywhere. It need not have to face like there's a barcode, but we don't use barcode. We just basically take it closer. And okay. And I have another thing. I'm sure in your credit cards, you would have seen this, no? Symbol. What is this symbol stands for?
It's like the Wi-Fi thing. You just keep it close and will scan your credit card.
Yeah. What is the another name for it? For example, I have another. This is my ID card. ID means this is my business ID card. Business card. We are visiting card typically.
Yeah, visiting card.
So this uses a technology. Typically they use this. They use this for Wi-Fi as well as another thing. It's called NFC. You can Google what is NFC. It's called. Can one of you Google and tell me what is NFC?
Sir,
Near field communication.
Yeah. Yeah, Utkarsh? Yeah, Utkarsh, you were telling something?
so you told in ID card also it gets sense when you like is it a great sir? Even in my father's company there's like you keep his ID card if there's any event you should keep his ID card or the photo also it will scan and it could go in so the gate will open like in which will in metro it will have no same.
Yeah. Even though there is a photo, but actually since it's embedded that RFID is inside this, there are two layers. They have sealed it inside so that nobody can tamper it. So actually the reader reads that because that's more efficient and more accurate than the photo. Okay, so that's one. And then NFC advantage is near field communication. Okay, so near field communication is typically used for credit cards because it's not secure if your sensor senses it from a distance, then somebody can steal your money, no? They can scan your credit card from a distance in a metro or in a bus when you are standing next to each other. Even if you are having in your pocket, somebody can just scan it using a mobile scanner, right? So to basically you have to find out the real usage and then you can use it in real life. For example, like how I showed this can be used in capturing the attendance. So this is a very good use case, right? But here still you are not solving the problem of proxy. Like how I am holding two people ID card, I can go and scan for both, right? So that means it won't help. Then I should bring in another thing which is unique for me, which I cannot proxy. So what is unique for me which I can do along with QR code?
So I could reduce the energy of the work.
No. Unique is my face, right? My face or fingerprint.
Yes, sir, if you need in physical image, you should write your signature or your any proof, sir. But this you could directly.
Yeah. Signature means you need something to verify, no? So it should be machine verifiable. So then in faster, and it should be faster also. So face recognition is one of them, or thumbprint is another one. For example, that's what we use in Infosys. When we do this scan, we also use our thumb so that both this and this will be verified. It is a surety that somebody else has now. For example, if I lose this card on the road, somebody else cannot take it and enter our campus. Okay, because my fingerprint is encrypted and stored in this only. It won't be stored on the network. So that's another thing. Because more places you store your personal details, it's more prone for hacking. Somebody can misuse. Then another technology which is used is this one. Earlier I had mentioned about this.
That was
AirTag, sir. That is called AirTag, sir.
Yeah, this is called
That is an
AirTag.
Apple product.
AirTag, but this comes under the classification or a class of products or devices or sensors called a beacon.
Yes, sir.
It's called beacons. So here another advantage, one is, but you need a smartphone which you can
Apple, that iPhone, sir. You cannot use like Android. You have to use iOS, sir.
No, iOS you have to use only if you want to get sense out of it. If you just want to see the presence of this device, any device will do, because it uses Bluetooth communication. Any Bluetooth receiver will also sense that yes, there is a Bluetooth device here, but it will not be able to read what is inside it. Only your phone, which is configured and permitted, will also get to see what is the address of this, so that it can intimate the legitimate owner that this device is here now. For example, if I put this in my backpack or my key bunch, so that if I lose somewhere, then only I will be notified. No point notifying the world, right? Only I will be notified that your key bunch is lying here.
Yes, sir.
Similarly, last time I used this while traveling from here to Lucknow, and it was actually my phone was telling me where my suitcase is, whether it has been loaded into the aeroplane, whether it is still in the conveyor belt. All the information I was able to know because it was paired to my phone, and some other device was locating its address, but that some other device will not know what to do with that. It was just declaring on internet that it is somewhere here. Only the legitimate owner will be able to find out, yes, my device is there.
Sir, like in which device is connected? I mean, like in which which it is connected, like in Wi-Fi or Bluetooth?
It's Bluetooth. It uses Bluetooth.
Sir, if it is Bluetooth, if we are very far from it, will be having some limited
Distance.
Yeah. Means direct connection Bluetooth. There is a limitation. I agree. Maximum 20 to 30 feet. Whereas it can also, for example, if another phone passes by, it just sends the heartbeat. Then, since they are registered for a network, it will broadcast its presence to a network. So that's how we will come to know. Okay. So now let's get back to our Raspberry Pi and see another experiment. Let me just bring it again.
So as a for QR code attendance, sir. So
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No. Even for attendance in our school, they did like they gave some.
Yes, sir. They use like a remote method.
Yes, sir. Because as per our roll numbers, they will start the attendance before 30 seconds. We have to click any buttons in the clicker. So you can press it. It will show roll number 12 is click, 5 is click, 3 is click. If it is not click, that means attendance is easy.
Yes.
Even for the
Like quizzes and for a test, like
yes, sir.
test also. Ma'am taught test quizzes and for questions like that.
Very nice. Ajay, you are in which school?
Same.
Same as Utkarsh, sir. Yapple.
Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, that's good. So, yeah, there are multiple ways in which you can capture attendance. Yes, that's a good one. So, now let's get back and see what more things you can do. So, I hope you are able to see. Okay, I have to start sharing.
Sir, your video and Utkarsh video is little blur for me. I don't know why.
Yeah, let me just share it again.
My camera is only blurred.
Yeah, so don't worry.
Yeah, now it's perfect.
So now let's get back and let's play another one where I had done to recognize my face. Let me see where is that code. So ls minus ls is the code just to list what I have it here. I will just list only the Python code. Star.py, if I say, I will say, why is it? There is drawing.py, there is face recognition by webcam, and object detection, and OpenCV demo. Okay, let's see what is this drawing.py will do. I will just play this. So this is also good fun. Python drawing.py. This uses OpenCV and just plays drawing, D-R-A-W. So like this randomly it is drawing some lines.
Oh my god, sir. Oh my god.
Interesting.
Oh
right?
my god.
So we can prank someone as your display gone.
Yes, sir. It will be best. Oh my god. Random text messages are
So
coming.
even we can do like your account is acting.
Yes, sir. We can do it. For a YouTube video, it's just do like that. It will be best to pull others like that. Our sister is acting like that.
Yeah, let me show how simple is the code. Okay, let me bring that code here.
So this we have to do it on the Mac or it's okay for you?
I am doing it in Raspberry Pi, not on Mac.
Okay.
You can do it on your laptop also.
Okay.
So without Raspberry Pi?
Yeah. Because it is a Python code, no?
Sir, first we have to go to Notepad, I think, right?
Yeah, Notepad also you can do it.
So could you just send a code this what do you say that?
Code.
This code, sir.
Yeah, I will send it, but this
Notepad.
needs OpenCV to be installed, so I will send you full instruction.
Okay, sir.
So as you can see, it has separate sections for drawing separate things. First, it is drawing lines here. Okay. Then,
Sir, if I see this, I remember my father's work, sir. He will just use this software.
very good. What does your father do? He is in software.
Yes, sir. He is technical architect in Wipro.
Oh, okay, nice. So, yeah, you can see it draws rectangle, it draws an ellipse, It draws a polygon. What is a polygon?
A polygon is
It's made out of only 9 segments, I think. Yes, sir. Only made
a
out of 9
five-sided.
segments.
A five-sided. No, sir. A polygon is a shape which is made up by the line segments which is not having any curves or
Gaps.
open surface.
Open gaps. Open surface.
What is pentagon?
Pentagon.
Pentagon is a shape which is having 5 sides.
5.
sides.
For 4, what do they say?
Hexagon. No. Hexagon. Hexagon is 6.
Hexagon is 6, right?
Yes.
For 4, what do they call?
Quadrilateral.
Yes.
Quadrilateral. Yeah, quadrilateral. Who told actually, sir? That?
I think it's Anisha. And is it Anisha?
No, sir, Tanya.
Tanya said that. Tanya, you are in which school?
I'm from college and I joined G20 Infosys training.
Oh, okay. So, Tanya, you are in which city now?
Gorakhpur.
Gorakhpur only. Okay. Okay, nice. So, last week we were in Lucknow. I met all of these people, by the way. Utkarsh. I met Praveen. I met Tanya. We were in Lucknow. Lucknow is in which city? Which state?
P.
Yes, it's in Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh is the largest state in India.
Sir, actually, last I think we got a week holiday. I was in the Uttar Pradesh and Hyderabad, I think. Like 5 days or 6 days.
Nice. So,
We had fun a lot. We had fun a lot.
so now, and Uttar Pradesh has how many districts? Any idea?
Like sir, I don't remember.
One of you Google and tell, no? It is the largest state. How many districts it has?
Somebody saying 6.
Sir, Uttar Pradesh has 75 districts.
Yes, Anisha. 75 districts. Karnataka has only 29. So, and it is the largest both by area and population. Okay. So, yeah, now let's try and see how to capture the attendance. Or I have already captured it. For example, if you can see here, ls minus ls star dot txt attendance dot text. I will just do cat will display the content attendance.
Excuse me, sir. You told Uttar Pradesh is the largest country in the India.
Country in Alpa state.
State. But it's actually Rajasthan, sir.
By area?
Actually, Rajasthan by area.
Oh, okay. By population, it's by Uttar Pradesh.
Uttar Pradesh.
Okay. And more number of students are also there in Uttar Pradesh.
Because of this geography, I'm thinking country as a whole as a state.
Yes.
So, and there are more than 50 lakh students in Uttar Pradesh.
Sir, actually, if we count in Karnataka only, it's only 1 crore, I think. I searched in Google, it's saying 1 crore in India. Chinna India, sir, in Karnataka, 1 crore students.
Okay, let me give you some numbers. 1.5 crores are in just government schools. There are 47,000 schools, government schools. 1.5 crore students just in primary and secondary education up to 12th standard. So it's a big number.
Yes.
Okay, then college students is,
It will go like some millions or something. India is only.
in India we have 250 million students.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, let's get back. So this is how it captures the attendance. Attendance.text, as you can see here, Gopal Das, Kiran, what time they have come. So this is the simplest way of capturing attendance. Then we can add another thing. Now let's see how to detect our faces. So I have another program where I have identifying the face first. I will just show you without identification, just it's object detection. Again, this is also on Raspberry Pi and uses OpenCV. Now you see it identifies my face as well as for my eyes. It is drawing rectangle. Wherever I move my face, you can see it is also moving the circle and the around my eyes as well as my face.
Sir, it's almost identical like a filter in Instagram.
Filter uses the same technology, by the way.
Right.
Because first you have to identify where is your face, and then you can do
Lens cuts, sir, because to see how glasses we wear, they have like 3D image.
yes. So now let's look at the code of this. Okay. So again, let's go back to our Tommy Python code, and I will just load the object detection.py. So again you can see both programs are here. So now it also has same import CV2, import argument parse, that is to identify what you are passing the argument, detect and display the frame. Okay, so like that, as you can see, this is also very simple code. Here it gets slightly complex because look at this code here.
Sir, is it auto by does it automatically type, or did you sit and type this whole code?
You have to sit and type. There is nothing automatic in this world.
Sir, I have to make a code. It will take like a month or 1 hour.
If you attend our class, it will be very fast. Okay, it won't take a month.
Yes. My father is like, you will get every time how to code this code. Like that.
Don't worry. So anyway, there are good sites which I will show you how to learn this from basics, and you can also learn. Let me just give you a nice book which I am reading to do all these things.
Sir, is it a e-book or what, sir, or a book?
I prefer physical book, even though e-books are there. So I am reading this book.
Introduction to Magic Learning.
Machine learning.
Machine learning.
I will send the link to this. It's, you can also buy.
Yes, sir, even for Raspberry we have a book like this, no, sir? Exactly like that.
Yes, sir, even for Raspberry Pi or something. I don't know if they have it. Just heard like online seeing it.
Yeah. Praveen, you are reading which book? Creating app using Kivy. Okay, nice. Okay, nice. So like this, there is no shortcut in life. Everything you have to do hard work. You have to learn.
Yes, sir. Only one time or second time we have shortcuts, but sometimes you have to perform the long cuts only.
Yeah. So then the fruits will be sweet, no?
Yeah.
Fruits of hard work will be sweet. So yeah, as you can see here, this gets slightly more. It uses more processor, and you can see it uses the already trained model. These are all. It is searching for frontal face and eyeglasses. Both they have already trained it. That means it should identify how, because the same thing now it is using a model which detects only human face. I cannot use this code to detect cats and dogs. So that means I have to train it separately. Okay. So these are the things which will, anyway, you will learn in this book, machine learning book. They have neatly given how to train the engine, how to train machine learning. That's why it's called machine learning. Okay. Then it's actually what it does. It takes frame by frame. It identifies where is my face, and once it finds the face, it draws a circle around it. Similarly for my eyes. Okay, so that's interesting. They have made it look simple because they have hidden this in all the libraries. Okay, now let's see another code where it detects my name also.
So what is the limit for this coding in Python and Scratch? Like how many blocks can be
There is no limit.
in Scratch?
No, again, you are not limited by the number of lines, etc. But more number of lines, it will get tougher for you to code. Here, look at it. There is something called object-oriented programming principles. There, look at this. Here also they could have put CV2 code in the same block, but they have made it as a separate library. So, it is possible to divide, like how a textbook is divided into chapters, right? So it is possible for you to divide into modules or library functions. Then you can just import them.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now let's run another interesting program where it actually identifies my face. That is the webcam. It is in this code, face reco webcam. Let me just show you first and then run that. Okay, this is simplest program, but slow. There are other programs which if any of you are interested, anyway, this book covers all the algorithms which you can do fast. Okay, as of now I have trained this to recognize only my face, and I have given only one of my image, and let's see how this works. That's all the code again. So in this case, it will also draws a rectangle around my face and announces my name. Okay, so let's see what all things it needs. I will just try and cover my face, and when it will stop recognizing my face. And look at this, all this magic is happening on Raspberry Pi. Face reco.
So if you want to code in Java language, then it is possible.
Yes, you can.
So, sir, I don't know, sir, if we ask like anyone in a technical architect or coders, they'll prefer Java or Python, sir. I don't know why.
Yeah, we will come there.
Because the latest version means those are the popular and common things which we use for coding.
Yeah, we'll come there. Are you able to see my name?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So wherever I move, it continues to identify, and
But sir, it's like little glitchy. I think there is a bug.
No, sir, not for me.
okay, now I will try and close my mouth.
Oh.
So sometimes it cannot find, that means it needs my mouth and my eyes. If I cover one of my eyes, let's see what happens.
Sir, it will get confused.
Yeah, it cannot identify. Okay, that means it needs my full face, and it needs it to be fully lit. Light should be there. But there are various programs where even if it is partially closed like this, it will be able to identify. So, however, you can write that smart program. You need not have to use somebody else's program. So, you can start using book like this. Then you can write your own interesting coding.
Sir, I'm actually shocked because that book we have it in our school library. Like Thursday is like that only book. Just hanging there in the cupboards.
That's not a book.
It was there in the computer I know.
Okay.
You did not even saw.
Not today. All O'Reilly Publishers book will look similar. It might be titled different, but however, good if you have it. So anyway, there's no hurry. You can take your time to learn slowly. So you can learn in steps, like you can start with printing hello world, like how Utkarsh did. Utkarsh, do you know how to write hello world in Python?
Yes, sir.
Sir, did we actually did it?
Yeah, once I did, and so showed that.
So let me show you how to use Springboard on Springboard. You can also learn Python on Springboard. Let me bring that up.
Okay, sir.
So even Springboard we have scratch also. In that also, we get started, we can get the scratch happened.
Yes, you're right. So
Sir, sir.
yeah, it's here. Scratch is here. Let me just bring it. Here it is.
Yes.
Okay. Please.
But still I'm using the online website only I'm using, because there's no sign in option. If it is there also, I'm not
There is
that
no sign in Springboard. Once you sign into Springboard, you don't have to sign in once again.
Oh. Then I could do from downloads.
Yeah, because there are a lot of interesting, as you can see, videos available for you to practice.
Sir, I want some big code, like long code to use apps.
We do like that, you have to take at least months to do like that.
So go back to the Scripts tab and click on the Looks link.
So like this, there are various things. Now let's see.
So this is the old version, like it's not a version of Scratch which I use.
Yeah. No, don't worry. The video is created using old version, but you can always the code the blocks itself has not changed drastically. You can still
Means the graphics have been changed in the version.
but you can still make out and do what you want. Okay, so now let me show you how to do this Python code. Python. So I had shared one code with one list with Utkarsh. Let me bring that up. So let me.
Introduction to programming.
Yeah, here it is. You're able to see, right?
Yes, sir, we can see it.
Yeah, we start from even pseudocode. Okay, so for example, introduction to algorithm and pseudocode, and if you go here, then we will also show you what is algorithm, what is pseudocode. Okay, so like this flow charts. So step by step we take you through. All symbols, etc. Then we also show you, I mean, they say match the following arithmetic. Number 1 is 5, number 6 is number 2 is 6. What is number 1 plus number 2?
Mathematics.
Yes, sir, I don't know what is that. First time I'm saying this.
5 plus 6 is how much? 11, right? You just drag and drop to 11. That's it.
Yes, sir.
Number 5 and number 6. Which one is correct? So like this, if there is nice this one, then you will also see how much you have scored with self-assessment. Okay, so like this it will be good fun. Then you will also get to see there is a drag and drop nicely. You introduction to programming. Then you can also go to exercise on basics of pseudocode. So here you can also drag and drop and see if it works. The sequencing.
So you want to check about this academics according to academics like I searched English, sir. It came our Anisaka and Pathway textbook and some classes quizzes like that.
Which one?
In this Infosys, if you type English 6th standard, it will come back with the
Yeah, back to this one Anisaka because ours is NCERT, that is public.
even Anisaka.
Yeah, Anisaka.
Even in maths,
Anisaka is NCERT, no logic.
every of our school subjects we have, like in science, maths, English, Kannada. I didn't check
Kannada is not there.
I didn't check.
Kannada is public KRK.
Okay, thank you. So any more questions in today's session of what we did Python?
No, sir.
QR code and face fitting code.
Now what, Tanya?
Could you please share QR code and face fitting code in the group?
Sure. I will send that.
Sir, now I'm ready with that. How to erase the backdrop.
Yeah, go ahead.
So is it available?
Yes, you can see it.
Yes, sir. Now if you go to backdrop.
Sir, I cannot see you. Now I can.
There are two gray boxes. Can you close the gray boxes which is in front, which you are not able to see?
Yes, sir, but I have to stop this captions. Is there a shortcut key, sir?
Or you share the entire screen so that we will see what you are seeing. Instead of just sharing you share your entire desktop.
Okay, sir.
Sir, you are only sharing the website, I think. That's why it's little.
Yeah, now you share the entire
Okay, sir. Screen one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, now it is little correct. Yeah.
Upload one of the sprite.
Yes, sir. I bring it as. It's good. Yes. Sure.
It's importing. Let's wait. No problem.
Yes, sir. Now it came. When we add this background,
Yeah, click on costumes.
no, sir. First you have to add the background, so it will be clear to see that whether it is erased or not. Now the background is erasing, so we couldn't we couldn't see that what is behind, and this couldn't be, it should be all very. It's very hard, so we could do like we could erase instead of erasing whole thing, we could just go to this erase option. Well, in this there's a orange color line like thing. We could just click it. No, sorry, actually. Yes, sir. Now it will. That's it. It's erased.
Very nice.
Now it's completely clear. So we could easily code by using this way. I made a project.
Very good.
I'm showing it.
Can you repeat these steps again so that all of them will also know?
Yes, sir, but I'm. Okay, sir, can I do that process again after showing my project?
Sure.
Or else, this ghost
Yeah,
light I took it from that from this crack section here.
Yeah.
From there I took it to edit some, but it didn't work. So now I'm doing this which I
Sir,
shall do.
because sir, 50 units of work, sir. Oh my god.
Ajay, those are not the works which I made. If I just open also, if I do into also, it will start to say.
Okay, this is the Diane one and Superman.
Infinity War.
Wow. Okay. Nice.
So was that audible?
No.
Nope.
As you told on that day, we need permission, I think so, for this. But I shared it on, I think I shared it on WhatsApp in the group. On that day.
Yeah. We will play that. So that's good. So now I will show
Yes,
another
sir.
interesting one.
Yes, sir, you told how to process it. So now, as I told, we can take this and we can upload a sprite. Yes, sir. As we upload a sprite now. Now it is the background is exactly like that, but you can't see what is behind it. So we could just put the costumes and take this.
You should get the you should cut the outlines.
Even we could go for this fill and there's an orange line. And on this background which is there on the background of this animal, we just click it. So this will be the transparent.
Very good. Thank you. Yeah, let's see if anybody else has questions. Anybody else has any question in removing the background?
So, I have one, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, like Utkarsh did that Infinity War, I think. Yours work. There I saw that Spider-Man was different and the Iron Man was different.
Yeah. Because we imported only one sprite. The other one was probably came with another one. That's okay.
So because
I think he could just take that website and take those two from that same website clearly because the Iron Man was little clear. I think 3G. I think.
Yeah, because I tried to do like in cartoon way, but not in realistic way.
Yeah. You're doing cartoon ways like
Like some
old types. Yeah, old types.
So I have a doubt, sir.
Yeah.
So could you just go up? So there's a scratch option also. Not here, sir.
Now here, let me just show you one interesting thing. Now I am showing you the directly Raspberry Pi version scratch. This is slightly different from what you are seeing online. And as you can see, it natively allows me to connect Raspberry Pi GPIO pins. Okay, I'm just choosing this GPIO. Now you can see I got GPIO also. Okay, I got these new blocks in my scratch.
Go back.
What is the new blocks actually?
Yeah, this GPIO blocks will help you to basically to program because let me just show you this.
Sir, it's 1/3 I think.
So this is like this Raspberry Pi, connecting this Raspberry Pi to this Scratch is like that which you told on the day how to connect the Scratch to Telodrone. Is it in the same way?
In the same way. But this is simpler than Telodrone because this is already connected to Raspberry Pi. Okay, so let me just because it's running directly on Raspberry Pi. No, let me bring my video on. Yeah, as you can see, there are pins here. These are called GPIO pins. Directly, you can connect some anything. You can connect your light or your fan or anything you can connect. But
So there's 16 or 40 GPIO pins.
40 are there, 40, yeah. So then you can just click here, then it will tell you which pin you want to program. So you can choose one of them. Okay, so it becomes so easy. So this takes the Internet of Things, IoT, to the next level, and now this is allowing you directly to do using Scratch. Okay, this is also available on Raspberry Pi 3 model as well, so it doesn't matter which Raspberry Pi model you use, you can directly control GPIO pins using Scratch.
Sir, if we have to buy Raspberry Pi that model, sir, which one you will suggest for that?
Raspberry Pi 3 is good one to start. I think currently it is out of stock, so you can just wait.
I actually saw in Amazon it is the Raspberry Pi 3 model. It has like 5 stocks, I guess.
Yeah. So since Raspberry Pi 3 costs only about 3,000 rupees, usually what I see in Amazon, they try to sell some more connectors along with that and charge you more for that. So you don't have to buy something which you don't need.
In Amazon, if the product is like 1,000, but it is mainly like 2,000.
Anyway, if you are interested, I can share the list of authorized resellers in India, in Bangalore, so that you can buy whatever only you need without paying more.
So what is the cost of the Raspberry Pi model 4, sir?
It starts with about 4,000 rupees, goes all the way up to 7,500 depending on the RAM. It's available in 3 models, 2 GB, 4 GB and 8 GB. So depending on the need, you can buy appropriate.
So for the Scratch and also bigger activities, as I told the cards should follow my comments. For that is GPIO, that Raspberry Pi model 3, 1 GB, B plus 1 GB RAM is enough, so?
Yeah.
It's
enough. Yes, it's enough. But you don't have to buy 7,500. So and only the computer vision, the face recognition one, which needs more processor. Other projects like line following robot, obstacle avoiding robot, drones, robots, all those things you can do it in Raspberry Pi 3 also. It doesn't need too much of graphical processing. Okay.
So I just want to do this, like it should follow my comments. Yes, sir. Should we make we should make other car to we should only for make it or any toys you could just comment by using
any toy, as long as you are connecting the drive to Raspberry Pi, because finally there is a motor, right, which you have to control. That motor should be controlled by Raspberry Pi. As long as you can achieve that, then any car will do.
But sir, we can use the remote control to operate it sometimes.
Remote control if you use, then there is no fun, right? You need to
Yeah,
control
sir.
when there is a fun.
We need to control that.
Ah.
That is the little fun of cars. RC remote control like that.
So what about Arduino, sir?
Arduino is not a computer. Arduino is a programmable board where you need another laptop to program it, but once you put the code inside, then it will execute.
Yes, sir, but even it is cheaper and we could make many programs in like even like the girl she was her name was Ice. No, her name was Icy or something, sir. She made a card which was optical avoiding card. Like that, we could make some robots like that, no, sir.
Yes, you can.
By Arduino.
Yes, you can.
It
Yes,
is
Arduino costs only 350 rupees. Yes, that's also a good option.
Yes, sir. Even that
Robots, good if you want to make robots like it will take like 1 month or 1 year. So
even this breadboard and all yes sir. Even this all the electronics and this what do you say that LED sensors, resistor, including that even this Arduino and the remote control that some remote motor is costing only 2,899. So this is cheaper
Yeah,
than
don't worry. Here you have to focus on learning. Okay. So and there's no hurry. You can do slowly. Okay. First you have to learn programming and object-oriented concepts. It has to be strong. For that you need a book, either this one or the other one, Raspberry Pi cookbook, which I mentioned earlier. So one of them you have to start learning, and we will go slowly. Okay. Even if you take 1 year to do a robot, then there is no, it's perfectly fine.
Sir, we don't need the robot to go that fast. We need the robot to actually work and correct what we
Yes,
command.
yes. Yes, yes.
Sir, you sent a video of a robot in Dubai, sir. Dubai robot. Was that real, sir?
Yes.
Yeah, that was real. Even I saw that robot. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, sir. I saw that robot in a real life, sir. I just my friend he lives in Dubai. His father, he one time his birthday gift was like a robot. I was like shocked like this big.
Yeah. Okay, I think we have spent 90 minutes. Let's enjoy the remaining part of the Sunday learning and have fun. Okay, let's see if anybody else has a question other than Ajay and Utkarsh.
It's me, sir.
Yeah, Tanya?
I want to ask that if Raspberry Pi is not available in market, so could we either buy Node MC or Arduino Uno?
Arduino Uno you can buy. Yes, you can. Arduino also you can do similar projects, but you cannot do the QR code reader or OpenCV, this face recognition, etc. on Arduino. Arduino you can do robots or obstacle avoiding robots like that, IoT projects. However, Raspberry Pi is not that Raspberry Pi is not available in the market. Only the Model 3 is out of stock, but Model 4 2GB version, I'm sure it will be available. So you can wait. Even the Model 3 will also be available. So yeah, anyway, since you are part of the pilot group in Lucknow, we will also work with you and help to make these models available. So be in touch with UP Disco. I will also write to them. I will see what best we can do, if we can source it from other alternate sources. So let's pick up some project and we will be in touch with you, Tanya and Praveen. So we will guide you and we will help you with the hardware as well. Okay. So I will send the code, Tanya, in the group, so you can also start learning the Python. It will get interesting.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, sir.
Okay, bye bye and have a nice day.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Bye, Utkarsh. Bye, Jay. Bye, Chandana. Shukti.
Bye, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye bye.